Hey guys, welcome to another deck profile. Today I'm going to talk about, I guess it's not poop, it's booger. Anyway, let's get into some booger action. With the DGX, we're doing BT6 Pagumon. On deletion, you just get to reveal the card. If it's a black card, then it gets added to your hand. I'm sorry, a black card that's a Digimon. So you can't get Tamers, which we do run Tamers here. So it's just to help you cycle through the deck quicker and get cards into your hand. This deck is actually pretty good as far as going through your deck and drawing and all that stuff. So pretty nice. Pagumon just adds on to that. Let's go on with the level 3s. And pretty standard, you know, with the ShinMonzaemon and all that stuff. They're kind of running the same rookies. So we are doing 4 of the Dorumon, the promo 070. This one, if it gets hit in the security at the end of the battle, you reveal the top card of your deck, and then if it's a black Digimon card with the play cost of 4 or less, you get to play it, and then you add the Dorumon to your hand, which is pretty good because all the Numemons are like 3-4 cost, so you're able to play them. That's kind of, it helps you kind of go whiteboard and be a little more aggressive. So 4 of the Dorumons. And to finish off the rookies, 4 of the Chikurimon. I'm only running 8 rookies. It is a security card, meaning if it gets hit in the security at the end of the battle, trigger de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, which can be pretty clutch. And that's pretty much it. With ShinMonzaemon, you're able to add level 3s to the top of your security stack. So you're able to do that with the Chikurimon and the Dorumon, which is why people play rookies that have security effects. Let's move on to the level 4s. And with the level 4s, I'm running a really hefty amount of level 4s. The new Bt14 Numemon, on play when digivolving by placing one Satsuki from your hand as his Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. One of your Digimon gains Rush for the turn, so you already know we're going to play the Tamer in this deck. It is a Numemon, of course, and then of course it has the inherited blocker, so this is a blocker deck as well. And I love this Numemon because it's kind of a pseudo hybrid for game, right? Especially if you do have the memory, you'll drop that Numemon, and then you get to tuck the Satsuki underneath it, and then even if you don't want to attack with this Numemon, you can give another Digimon, you know, Rush for the turn, but in reality, you're going to give it to this Numemon. Up next, 4 of the Garemon. Now this one, the name of this card, Digimon, is also treated as Numemon, so it does sync with this deck as far as effects. You know, if you reveal it, you get to add it to your hand, blah, blah, blah. On play by trashing one card with Numemon, Suka, Nani, or Edamon in its name from your hand, draw 2. So you can, correct me if I'm mistaken, but you can play one and then trash the other one since it is considered a Numemon. But all your level 4s that I'm running here, they're all Numemon, so you'll be able to draw 2. Really good for draw power and cycling through your deck. And then, I mean, you're able to just swing if you want to, or just build up. But again, this is only rookie that does not have the inherit of blocker. Okay, I lied. 2 Digimon. I am playing two Numemon from BT2. It's a Numemon, and then you digivolve 1, so it's good to kind of build your stack up really quick and get to your Mega really fast. That's pretty much it. And now the last of the 4 Numemon, we are doing the RB1. On deletion, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Monzaemon in its name and 1 card with Numemon in its name among them to the hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. So again, another Digimon that helps you cycle through your deck and get pieces that you need, which is why we're running only Numemons and Monzaemon. And then the inherit for this, while the Digimon has Monzaemon or Numemon in its name, it gains blockers. I actually do like that it has the 1 DP, 1000 DP, because you want it to die. If you do tuck the Satsuki, you give it jamming, and you can bring out the Satsuki, and now it's like, okay, well, go ahead, delete it. Please delete it so I can activate my own deletion effect. But during your turn, you'll use that Tamer and just keep chipping with jamming, which is just awesome. I am running a high amount of level 5s here. I think I'm running 12 level 5s. So let's start off with Monzaemon from RB1. This one, you digivolve 3 from level 4 with Numemon in name, right? So all of your level 4s will be able to digivolve into this Monzaemon. On play, by placing one Digimon card with Numemon and its name from your trash as his Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, gain 2 memory. So now you see if you play it, you ended up playing for 5 if you tuck a Numemon underneath. On play and when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP and gains security attack -1, which is really good because it's kind of a way to get rid of floodgate cards. Or just give something minus 3k and now you could swing over it, being able to delete Digimon that are higher DP than yourself. The inherit, while this Digimon has Monzaemon or Numemon in its name, it gains security attack +1, which is good because we do need aggression here, and the level 5s for the most part give that aggression by giving security attack +1. The next 4 is the other Monzaemon from Bt14. This one has armor purge, so it's really good, right? If you just don't want your Digimon to get deleted, Digivolve to Monzaemon, so even if it gets reduced by DP, which that would be the only thing that kind of kills you, because then it's still targeting, it's always checking the board, so just be mindful of the DP reduction, but anything else, then you kind of just trash Monzaemon and then your Numemon stays on the board. Anyway, on play, by placing one Digimon card with Numemon in its name from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, gain 2 memory. So again here, we're seeing that gimmick with this Monzaemon where you play it, you get to slide a Numemon from your trash underneath it, and then you gain 2 memory. And that's all this one does, but it does have armor purge, which is sometimes better than the other one that gives you DP reduction. Because now what's cool is going again with the Satsuki, you just give it jamming, and now even if it's suspended and they swing over it, you have that Numemon, they have to attack it twice. It's really fun. The inherit, again, just like the last one, gives you security attack +1 for your Monzaemon and Numemon in its name. Black King Numemon. I really love this card. This card is awesome. Digivolve 4, level 4 with Numemon in its name for a cost of 3. On deletion, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck from among them. Add 1 card with Monzaemon in its name to your hand, and play 1 Digimon card with Numemon in its name without paying the cost. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. If Black King Numemon gets deleted, and you reveal 3 and another one reveals, you get to play it for free. And now you have a level 5 on board. If it gets deleted, it's just awesome. Not to mention, which we'll get into, the PlatinumNumemons, you can also play them if you reveal them for free. So this is why I'm running 4. And then the inherit is blocker. And then think about if you have the Numemon underneath and it has blocker himself, now you can block and you can trigger his effect. And now when you do it on deletion, you end up revealing PlatinumNumemons. And now you get to play a PlatinumNumemon for free, which is why I'm running 4. Digivolve level 5 Numemon with Numemon or Monzaemon in its name, cost 3. On play, and when digivolving, by trashing 1 card with Numemon in its name from your hand, gain 2 memory. It's really awesome when you digivolve because now you're only paying 1. On deletion, you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with Numemon or Monzaemon in its name from your hand without paying the cost. I love this because if you go back to Black King Numemon, it's kind of helping you set up for that, right? You'll reveal a Monzaemon, and then let's say you play the PlatinumNumemon. So now with that, when that Numemon gets deleted, you get to play that Monzaemon that you added from Black King Numemon's effect. It's so fun. I love this. I love this so much. And then just going back to that Tamer, right? Just adding jamming to it, swinging. It's not going to get deleted. Your opponent has to deal with it. So you're free to always attack. Sometimes I don't want to attack and I don't want to get deleted by attacking, but I don't mind if my opponent deletes my Digimon, because now it's like, okay, you're either going to delete my Digimon or you're going to swing on my security. We are running 4, and then to round up the level 6s, you know, we have to do the ShinMonzaemon. I'm only doing 2. I was doing a split 3-3. I was doing 2 PlatinumNumemons for the ShinMonzaemon. I'll share my thoughts. But first, let's talk about this card. Digivolve 4 from level 5 with Monzaemon or Numemon in its name. There's my first problem. It's a 4 cost. So you're not going to be able to trigger his 1 attacking, which we'll get into. When digivolving, place all level 3 Digimon face down on top of the owner's security in any order. Then all of your opponent's level 4 or higher Digimon get minus 3000 DP and gain security attack -1. It's phenomenal because now you do pass your turn, right? You digivolve for 4, right? You digivolve for 4, you leave your opponent at 3 if you're at 1. They can swing, but they can't close out game. So that's what's good. When attacking, by trashing 1 card with Numemon in its name and this Digimon's Digivolution cards, place one of your opponent's Digimon face down the bottom of their security stack. So you got removal when attacking, and it is not once per turn. So I did think about adding Reboot Toyagumon, because now if you attack twice, if you have a Numemon and if you have a Black King Numemon underneath, you can technically get rid of 2 cards in 1 turn. My first problem was you're digivolving for 4. And yes, I know there's, the training cards where you can reduce Digivolution and this and that, but they don't really jive well with this deck because he's yellow. And if you place yellow memory training, you're going to miss out on all the rookies, half of your Numemons because they're black, and it's just, you know. The second problem that I have with the ShinMonzaemon is it's limited to how many times you can remove. Once you're done swinging and you get rid of your Numemons, now, well, it's a dead card. It's just a 13,000 DP with potentially security attack +1 underneath, which is not bad at all. But again, for me, it was just, I just find it so much, it was just more smooth. Once I played 4 PlatinumNumemon, you know, you're not always going to get a lot of memory. And being able to Digivolve for 1 to the PlatinumNumemon, or even getting it played for free, right? You could put this in your hand, and then you can play the PlatinumNumemon for free, and then you can on-play the PlatinumNumemon, trash a card from your hand that has Numemon in its name, and if it's your opponent's turn, and let's say they're at 1, you gain that 2 memory, now you just ended their turn. That's just nuts. A card that people are running is Venus. Venus is really good with this build since you have a lot of minus security attack. The reason I'm not running it is because there's a lot of cards that search for Numemons, right? And if you reveal the Venus, well, you're like, well, I can't grab it. And there it goes. So not a bad card at all, but I love to be consistent. And that's, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I love consistent builds. Now, before we continue on with the deck profile, if you guys want to support the channel, consider becoming a member of the channel so you guys can take advantage of the perks that I have for members. So now, if you don't know, here and there, I'll have events that are called Battle for My Cards. That is where I will put up cards that I want to give away for free. They might not be the best as far as value, but not everyone has access to Digimon cards, right? And you get to play with someone, aka myself. That is free, but for members, they are taking priority. So when all these new sets come out and then there's these cards, you'll be first in, you know, getting a chance to play for it. All these deck profiles that I have that I don't even make videos on, I will be posting on there, so you will have a picture on them. Last but not least, channel members get to watch my videos first before they go out to the public. So consider joining, and let's get back. So the problem with this deck is kind of dealing with the board, right? You have ShinMonzaemon that gets rid of level 3s, but then it just gives -3k to level 4s and up and gives a minus security attack +1, which is good, but you're not really getting rid of any Digimon. So you're like, okay, well, we need some Death X in here. Running 2 Death X's, it just helps with white boards. It digivolves things, and then it pops all level 4s or lower, and then at the end of your opponent's turn, the lowest level Digimon gets deleted. It's just very controlling, and I love this because it works well with the PlatinumNumemon. Think about it. If the Black King Numemon gets deleted on your opponent's turn, you end up, you know, like I said, you play it, you use the on-play of PlatinumNumemon, you gain 2 memory, passes to your turn. Now you got a level 6, and if you can't hard drop the Death X, you'll just Digivolve on top. Even if it's for 6, you're clearing their board, you know? I did try Ruin mode, and it can work, but I needed Death X, right? Because there was like a lot of Tamers, a lot of Digimon, and sometimes with Shine Gray Ruin mode, you just Digivolve and it gives it -5k DP. Nothing gets deleted really, and it just prevents them to attacking 1 turn. So I mean, all they're gonna do is just wait it out. So Death X was just so much better for myself. And if you don't want to run the Death X, or you don't have any, then you can obviously just run like 2 more of the ShinMonzaemon, having 8 megas if you want, or you could try the Venusmon. Onto the Tamers. You already know, I've been talking about her since the rookies or champions. Satsuki, we're playing 4, and that's it. That's all the Tamers you really need. And I know, like, on paper it doesn't look good. Like, man, well, how are you getting memory? Well, you saw the PlatinumNumemon gives you memory. The Monzaemon reduces its play cost by gaining memory when you play it. Satsuki gives you a memory at the start of your main phase if your opponent has a Digimon on the board. Now, the thing with this is it has Mind Link, right? So during your main phase, you can Mind Link. You can go underneath in this case, you would want to go under a Numemon or a Monzaemon in its name, or with Digipolice. And now it's going to give them jamming and reboot, right? So we'll just swing, we'll get jamming. And now at end of turn, you get to decide if you want to tuck her out, right? Bring her back out, or leave her in there for your Digimon to get reboot, and then they don't get hit. Personally, since most of your Digimon have on deletion effects, you want to get it deleted. And then if it gets popped, you're going to lose your Tamer. So more than likely, I always just spit her back out so I could get that memory. And when you have multiple out, it's really nice. Last but not least, Lord Cootie's Kick. This card is awesome. When you would use this card if you have a black tamer in play, reduce it by 1, which we have black tamers. Until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon with Numemon, Sukamon, Nanimon, or Etamon in its name can't be blocked and gains on deletion, gain 3 memory. I love this because you can use it on the Black King Numemon, right? So now you get deleted, you have 2 on deletion effects, gain 3 memory, reveal 3 cards, and now if you play a Platinum Numemon, now you gain 2 more memory, so you get up to 5 memory just from doing that. The security effect, reveal top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 black Digimon card with a play cost of 3 or less among them without paying the cost, trash the rest. So basically all your Numemons, all your level 3s can get played from Cooties Kick as a security effect. I actually love using Cooties Kick as a defense. So what do I mean by that? Let's say I swing with the Platinum Numemon, I gave him jamming. Now I'll play a Cooties Kick past turn, because this lasts till the end of your opponent's turn. So now they're like, okay, well, if I delete it, they gain 3 memory. I'm like, damn, right? So just think about it. They'll delete the Platinum Numemon. You have an on deletion effect. You play a Monzaemon, gain 2 memory from that, gain 3 memory from Cooties Kick. You gain 5 on your opponent's turn, passing their turn over. So it's fun. That wraps up the Booger deck. I will be working on a Poop deck eventually, so if you want to see that, make sure you are subscribed. If you guys haven't seen an aggressive Agumon or a Plesiomon, RIP Bukamon, check those out, and I'll see you guys there.